Hi, I'm Tyler Turner, and I'm going to show you how to properly use these head spinners. So first thing, you'll take your non-threaded one and run it up in your drill chuck or collet, and you want to line it up with a threaded portion of your 1, 2, 3 block. Run that down. It will move. You have to move your vise around a little bit. Tighten everything up, lock it down. Then take your lower anvil that's threaded and just thread it down. Run that down, make sure everything lines up. And lines up nice. Might have to make a little adjustment, but okay, there we go. All right, first things first, this is kind of some practice scales right here. I've already counterbored and made one set of heads on this. Just 3/32 hole, took 1/8 drill bit, went down, just countersunk it a bit. Then you can make your flush dome pins. And I'll show you how to start the process. So you want to start out and form the pin stock with it out of your handle material or your knife. So this is some 3/16 stainless that I got. Make sure your heads are just cut off square, and I will go ahead and get this in the milling machine. Switch this over to low side, and just take a little pair of needle nose pliers, and the lube I'm using is some True Tap HD cutting fluid. It's real sticky. It's got some anti-seize properties to it. So I'll take that and just put a little bit on the head of that. You always want to use a lubrication when forming these. Never run these dry. Either use a grease or some type of tapping fluid like that that's thick. All right. And you don't want to run these at a real high speed. On my Bridgeport, I run these about 250 RPMs and just come down nice and easy. And then press down. Doesn't take a lot of force. Let it do the work. A couple, 2, 3 times. And that pin is formed. Getting that? See that? There's a lip on this, and you can see that it will make that mechanical bond. So now we'll shut this off. We'll come over to our buffer, and then we'll buff the head of this pin stock. Okay. Now, we'll pretend that this is our knife here, and we'll go in and press this in. Okay, there we go. Okay. You can see that this is nice and flat on there. Doesn't stick out real big. Now we got a lot of stick out. This is going to have to be around 30 to 35 thousandths stick out. So we'll come over. I'll dry this off. want that, your finish to have just a nice 400 or so. And that's roughly about 35 thousandths. I've done this enough. I know how much stick out these need. So now we'll go back over to the milling machine. And here's one that I've already formed and done as well. So I'll just go ahead and put this one in as well. Okay. Now we'll put a little lubrication on these. Line up the bottom one. Come down on it. Looking good. Just a little more to form on it yet. Okay. Now I'll go to the other one. Come down and form. Okay, now let me get a little, something to wipe this off with. Now you can see the heads are all formed. Everything is a tight mechanical bond now. Nothing's coming apart. Just remember to use plenty of lubrication on these. Don't spin them too fast. And your machine is going to make a lot of difference. So my Bridgeport runs about 250 RPMs with the pressure. These take compound leverage as well as friction to form the domes. So if you have a little bitty drill press this big, it's not going to do this. You're going to have a little bigger machine. And all machines are different, how much compound leverage they're applying when they do it. So your machine is going to act different than my machine. So you're going to have to just figure out what works best for you. So thank you. And if you have any questions, please give me a shout. Thanks.